Welcome to the Spin Fortuna Cyber Oracle. Think of a topic in your life and reveal its destiny. Press the like button. Initiating sequence. Your cards are Five of Wands, King of Swords, the Hermit. If you continue walking as you have done so far, the cards show that you are in the midst of a process of confrontation and clarification. First, a stage of tensions or competition will test your inner strength. Then, you must respond with intelligence, strategy, and mental discipline. And finally, you will arrive at a period of introspection, where you will understand that the true victory is not in prevailing over others, but in reaching a deeper understanding of yourself and the purpose that guides your actions. Five of Wands. The Five of Wands opens the cycle by showing a situation of conflict or challenge. It is a card of scattered energy, of clashes of ideas, wills, or perspectives. It can manifest at work as competition, in the family environment as disagreements, or even within you as an internal struggle between what you want and what you believe is right. This five is not necessarily negative, its function is to reveal what needs to be organized. It is the friction that brings forth clarity, the training that strengthens you to move forward with greater focus. In practice, it may appear as arguments, differences of opinion, tension in a team, or the need to defend your ideas without losing your composure. The lesson here is to discern between fighting out of conviction or doing so only out of pride. King of Swords. Then comes the King of Swords, a completely different energy, the clear mind that emerges after the noise. This card represents the authority of rational thought, strategy, fair judgment, and the ability to see things objectively. If the Five of Wands placed you in an environment of chaos or disorder, the King of Swords arrives to remind you that wisdom is not in imposing yourself, but in knowing how to analyze and decide with precision. It can manifest as a figure in your environment, a leader, mentor, judge, doctor, or person with great mental clarity, or as the development of your own intellectual mastery. Here, emotion gives way to logic, and impulse gives way to strategy. It is the moment to make decisions based on truth, not on reaction. The advice is to act with firmness, but also with ethics, to use words as a tool for order and not as a weapon for control. The Hermit. Finally, the Hermit closes the cycle with his inner light. After confrontation and rational judgment, comes the need to step aside, reflect, and find the meaning of what has been lived. This card does not announce isolation due to weakness, but withdrawal due to wisdom, the urge to seek answers within yourself, away from the noise of the world. It can manifest as a stage of introspection, spiritual seeking, study, or voluntary silence. It can also be the moment you realize that you don't need to convince anyone, that the most valuable knowledge is achieved in solitude, and that what was lived, conflicts included, was a necessary part of learning. The Hermit illuminates his own path and, in the process, ends up lighting the path for others. In summary, taken together, these cards narrate a process of intellectual and spiritual maturation. First, the scattered energy of the Five of Wands confronts you with chaos and the need to define your place. Then, the King of Swords orders that chaos through clarity, structure, and logical thinking. And finally, the Hermit gathers the experience and transforms it into inner wisdom. It is a path from the outside in, from noise to understanding, from struggle to light. The omen indicates that you are learning to separate the essential from the trivial, to think independently, and to walk in coherence with your truth. Remember the following: external conflict reflects the need to affirm your vision without losing your composure or direction. Mental clarity and mastery of ideas allow you to stand firm without falling into unnecessary confrontation. Silence and introspection reveal the answers that cannot be found in struggle, but in inner understanding. May everything always be for the best, and a blessing of fortune and gratitude to all our subscribers. If you want to know what happens next, or have another topic you wish to ask about, choose the video on the screen that most catches your attention. Type "thank you" if this reading was helpful to you. For private readings, read the description of this video. Thank you very much for your like, all the best.